the press for the first time. I'm not going to raise my voice. I'll be peaceful. But I'm being rigged out of this election because other presidential candidates have voted. Kits were hurriedly given to them. The iebc has got helicopters. They can afford to do that. They have driven away my supporters from the ground because they all will not be able to come back again. And I'm holding President Uhuru Kenyatta personally responsible for all this mayhem. How comes that I'm the only presidential candidate that has not voted in my home place? The whole thing in Kakamega is messed up. The entire Matungu, even in Koyonzo, have just been there and I've told people to be calm. Why am I being rigged out of the election? Why couldn't the iebc test these kids before they brought them here? Why did the Supreme Court or the Court of Appeal denounce Chepkati despite the fact that the iebc had wanted manual register to complement? Who is rigging these elections and for what purpose? The opinion polls at first, I was 14, they came to 11, they came to 9, they came to 7, they came to 5, they came to 4, and now they have come to 2. Which is a clear indication that my popularity has been downgraded. I'm not going to ask those people to cause mayhem because I'm not that person. But I want Kenyans to know that it's indeed true that the elections have been rigged. The people of Kakamega, the most populous voting bloc, has been done what they have done so that people don't vote enemies for me. I was sure of taking this seat, but now it's a clear indication. So I'm being denied the presidency. How comes that I was directed to the same kit? The same kit. Why not the other kits where people voted in the morning? In this station, people voted, but I was directed to the same kit where they had to do mayhem. Why? Who is responsible? Them, they are low-level officers. I cannot blame them. I cannot blame them because they are just doing their job. If it's indeed that it was a mechanical issue, so it be. But for how long are they going to take this bullshit to make me stay here instead of going around the country trying to supervise? I had booked my flight to Nairobi this evening, and I have to go to Kisumu. Now that's another cancellation of the flight. They are saying that they will do it to bring manual register and people will vote for 11 hours. Which people are going to vote when people are disfranchised? You can ask me questions, I will answer. I am bitter because I'm the underdog in these elections, because I don't have godfathers. Raila Odinga is being supported by the state, by the government. Uhuru is campaigning for him. Ruto is the government himself, because he's been campaigning through government machinery. But because I have not been coerced to join any of them, because they wanted me to join them by force, I've refused. So the only thing they have resorted to is to do what they are doing to me. Why me? What wrong have I done in this country to be treated like this way? Why hasn't she, since I was here 3 hours ago, why hasn't she brought in? What's wrong with you? Who said what?
The RO.
Who is the RO? What is his name?
Mr.
Mr. Jumba.
Yes.
What did he say?
He said I'd be patient.
Patient with what?
He was sending someone to.
Why couldn't he call me as the presidential candidate? What kind of bullshit is this? It's not you that I'm venting against. Who is this RO? What is his number? (07). Who is this RO that cannot go home?
87
87
96
96
98.
98. Yep. Why could you have the audacity of calling me as a presidential candidate? Did you tell him to call me, or did he have the audacity of calling me?
I
Yeah, and what about Koyonzo? What about these other areas around media? It's not only here. Do you think it's good for me to be talking to you this way? I know it's not your mistake. You have been told technicalities can always be a problem. Scientific technicalities can always be a problem. But have you been calling me to update me what's going on until I have to come back here? Have you called me? Do you know those people out there are very angry just because I'm a presidential candidate? Do you know those people can easily ban this school, which I built? My grandfather built this school with his own hands. We don't want to cause mayhem. But I'm giving you 5 minutes, or you pack your things and go. I'm giving you 5 minutes, no, 15 minutes. If you don't rectify this situation, then pack your stuff and go. Am I right? Because you have already rigged me out. You have already rigged me out. How about those old men who came in this morning to vote from 6 up to now, so that you wait until 8, alafu mnasema to, now they can come and vote? Bullshit. What kind of government is this? Yesterday, the Court of Appeal denied Chebukati's request to have an alternative manual because they are also compromised. That's why I need to change this constitution. You are denying me the right to change the constitution. And when I say we shall abolish part of the constitution, you people think I'm crazy. This is one of the things. Some lame duck judges who are playing at the whims. The law says that, especially like the restraint of law, some rights cannot be abrogated. The right to picket, the right to assemble, free movement of speech. But where the government denies you that, they give you an alternative. If they tell you cannot picket in the airport, then they will tell you can picket elsewhere. Similarly, the law could have been set in such a way that in case the kids fail, there is an alternative. The Court of Appeal has denied Kenyans that alternative. Because if you use that alternative, it's an illegality.